Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Keith. Welcome back to the channel. So I want to try something a little bit different today. I have my Strat here and it is not staying in tune. I have a couple things that I want to give it a shot to see if we can fix it. So let's head down here. I'm going to adjust the camera and we're going to be having a conversation today. We'll try to work on fixing the tuning issues and just talk a little bit more about guitar stuff in general. All right, so we have the guitar down on my coffee table slash workbench. Okay, so usually when we're having tuning issues on a guitar, the first thing you're going to want to look at is the nut here. So what I'm going to do is take this pencil here and kind of take the graphite by drawing inside the nut in all the slots of the strings. And what that does is it takes the graphite off of here, puts it in there, and it creates a friction, a little less friction than you would normally get. So if you don't want to replace your strings, what you're going to want to do is just tune it down as much as possible without getting the popping the strings out. Now what I have here are locking tuners, and these locking tuners are a way to basically, you slide the string in all the way, you pull it as tight as you can, and on the back here you tighten this guy up, and that will lock the string in place. And you go ahead and snip it and tune it up. Makes changing strings a lot easier, and it helps keep it in tune 9 times out of 10. So I don't think the tuners are the issue. I think it has to be something with the nut here, or it has to be something with the bridge, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So I'm just going to tune these down as much as I can so I could lift the strings out of their slots. So we have the strings lifted out. Again, number 2 pencil, pull the string out, take your pencil, draw in there, and that's basically all you have to do. Now, this is a tried and true method. This has been going on, or people have been using this for ever. I've had this guitar for 26 years, and every time I took it in to get worked on, this is what they did. They put this on there. And if you're familiar with Tom Bukovac, he does this all the time on his videos, and he's one of the best guitarists in Nashville, if not the world. So why not? It's not going to harm anything. It's the point. It's going to make things better. So while I'm doing this, I will go ahead and address the saddle a little bit. Okay, so we have that in there, and our pencil lubrication is done. So what I want to do now is I want to take this stuff here. This is Diodario friction remover, and this stuff you could use in a nut as well. Instead of the pencil, you could use it there. But the good thing about this stuff is you could use this in any friction point. You could use it in the tuners themselves, or what I want to do is use it on the saddles. In this case, I don't think I could really get too much of a good contact with this stuff in there without taking the strings out fully. It doesn't matter that my strings on this guitar are loose. They're just not going to come up because of the locking tuners. I'm going to have to take the strings off to get under there. But what I would do is take this, once I have all the strings off, is take a little bit of the stuff. The instructions on there says put a drop in your saddles where there is any friction point, which is where the string meets the saddle. Put a drop in each one of those, and then it comes with these little swab things, and then you just rub them in. Make sure you get it all nice and cleaned out and lubricated with that nut sauce. I think there's a product called Nut Sauce that basically does the same thing. Throw your strings back on, and that'll address that point. I'm not going to do that today because I don't feel like changing my strings today. But yes, that's basically it. That's how you keep it in tune, or that's one of the different ways that you can keep it in tune, is by making sure those friction points are addressed in a way that makes sense to the user. So, okay, I'm going to put this little guy there. So we're going to tune her up, and while I do that, This is your opportunity to like and subscribe if you found any of this helpful. Again, this is nothing new. I just felt like since I was doing it, I might as well shoot a video, and I could take this opportunity to talk to you about stuff that's not theory related and just guitar stuff or anything in general. Oh, here's a tip. So, whenever I'm tuning guitars, when you throw new strings on, your tuner is going to be completely bonkers and you're not going to know how far off you are. What I like to do is get a reference point. So, I'm going to not strum, I'm going to pluck this low E on my acoustic and then kind of match that. Yep. Sorry for all the microphone noise. All right, there we go. And you could use all the strings. You could do this for every single string if you want. As a matter of fact, let me just bring my other guitar down here. I like to have another guitar with me, so now I'm going to move on to the A string and hit it on my acoustic. So I know that's one. That's the way I like to do it. But yeah, this tuner actually, Korg, I've had this tuner since 1998, and I've changed the batteries. I shit you not, I've changed the batteries maybe twice in 2.5 decades. That sounds better. It's probably not perfect yet, but we'll save the perfect for a little bit. Look, this is the cool thing about Strats. You can stick your pick right under there. Don't shove it in too far. I guess you could do it here too, and or you could just loosen some of these screws. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, I just banged the heck out of my guitar. So there we go. We have a pretty simple and pretty cheap fix to kind of, maintain your guitar. I would recommend doing this whole lube thing on the nut in the saddle, whether you use this, nut lubricant or you use a pencil. Every time you change your strings, take a look at it. If it's giving you any tuning issues, maybe it's time to change your strings. And you have a pencil lying around, hit up the slots in the nut, and that'll kind of keep the maintenance going from that standpoint. But yeah, something super simple, super cheap, that it's always good to try that before you spend money and take it into a place, so only for them to charge you 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks to use their pencil on your guitar. So if they could save you money, why not? Again, so if you thought this was helpful in any way, please like and subscribe. Again, this is different. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.